I know I mention this every time I speak to you on this subject, I know, because it's indelibly etched upon my memory is when I was at the BBC and I was interviewing you and talking to you about Rwanda and the possible departure of flights. And you said they will never depart because every single time we will take them to the High Court or the European Court of Human Rights or wherever we have to take them, they're never going to leave. It's not going to happen. And thus far, you've been absolutely right. Will you continue to be right about that?
I would think so. I mean, if you Google the Rwanda Bill, you will find on the front page a declaration by the Home Secretary, James Cleverly, in effect, this is a breach of the European Convention. It's a breach of international law, but the government is going ahead nonetheless. Now, Britain's soft power, as it's called in the world, because we don't have hard power any longer, is very much as a result of the fact that we are the most law-abiding country in the world when it comes to international law. We've been that, and this bill is the first time that we are declaring that we are going to breach international law. So I think that it is a serious matter, and there are a number of mistakes in this bill. To put it through, for example, as emergency legislation. Emergency has got to be a situation where the life of the nation is in peril from terrorism or war or pandemic. But the only problem, the only emergency is in the Tory cabinet room about the next election. It's not a situation where there's social disruption of a kind that justifies emergency legislation. And the other factor is that Parliament is being asked to legislate a lie, because Rwanda is not safe. The judges unanimously have said, after looking at thousands of pages of evidence and hearing many days of argument from 4 cases briefed by the government, that it is not safe. And they gave 10 or 12 reasons, only a few of which have been addressed. So that's just an example. I mean, what the bill seeks to do, and whether it's done it successfully or not, we wait to see, is to exclude the courts. These people, like the European Research Group, haven't done enough research, because the meaning of democracy in all the other European countries is that you have freely elected parliament, which we do, a free press, which we do, and an independent judiciary that is entitled to hold the ring and protect the individual. And by excluding the judiciary, or attempting to, from a whole area of law, that is simply not democratic.